Good morning, guys. We're picking up the story of Jesus in Mark chapter 5 from verse 21. Jesus has returned from the other side of the lake, and when he gets back to the shore where he's more commonly well known, we see that even before he can leave the shore, a large crowd of people have gathered around him. And there's another man in this instance that sees Jesus from a distance, just like the man we saw in the most recent episode. But this man, we're told, is a synagogue ruler. He is an esteemed man in the community. He is a man among men. It says that he falls at Jesus' feet because he is a man who is desperate. He says, "My daughter is dying," and he pleaded earnestly with Jesus to come with him and to heal his daughter. And Mark likes to keep the action moving and tells us that Jesus goes with him immediately, pushing through the crowd. And we're also told that in the crowd is a woman who had suffered from a hemorrhaging for the last 12 years. And she herself, in quiet desperation, was reaching out for an encounter with Jesus, thinking, if I can just touch the hem of his robe, I will be healed. Jesus is going, pushing through. She pushes through at great risk to herself, but she grabs hold the hem of his garment. And instantly we're told that Jesus feels the power go out of him. He's looking around saying, "Who touched me?" Probably knowing full well who touched him, but just waiting for her to own and take responsibility for her own faith. And she does that. She says, "It was me, sir." And he says, these beautiful words go, "Your faith has healed you." You can just imagine this scene. There's hundreds of people around Jesus clamoring for him, shouting noises, and this one lone woman in quiet desperation reaches out for him and receives the healing that her faith mixed with desperation, mixed with humility, brings to her. And I can't help but notice these two characters in this story: Jairus, the esteemed synagogue ruler, and this woman who is nameless yet is in desperation for a touch from Jesus. Both of them are humbling themselves. Both of them are carrying this desperation mingled with faith to have an encounter with God. And because of that, both of them are stopping at nothing until they get their breakthrough. And it makes me wonder, look at my own faith, and you can look at your faith as well. What is a breakthrough that you are contending for? And how desperate, how committed are you to push through the crowd, to push through your own pride, to push through what other people might say in order to get your encounter with God, in order to get into God's presence, in order to experience the full love and provision and miraculous power of God himself? Jeremiah 29:13 says, "You will seek me and find me when you seek me with all your heart." So what are you waiting for today? Let's push through together. Let's push through the impossibilities, the discomfort, the awkwardness, the embarrassment even sometimes, to encounter the love of God in our lives in a greater way.